So, CNN's master plan.
Free to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Let's put together a town hall, invite a former president who just recently got indicted, and let's play the gotcha game. Yeah! Well, he showed up, blew the place to pop. At least the one thing you can say about CNN, their ratings weren't shitty.
It's true.
Well, at least for one night. I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this is What's Next. Happy Thursday, everyone. Jazz Berganzo, What's Next? Your daily, of course, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope your day is going good. Wow. CNN. CNN with shitty ratings. CNN who fired Cuomo, Lemon, and the little eunuch. Well, they decided to hatch a sort of master plan. Let's put together a town hall meeting and invite the former president of the United States, who really just got indicted, and let's see what happens. Well, he showed up, and this is what happened. This comes out of Breitbart. Trump hijacks CNN, steamrolls Caitlin Collins in a New Hampshire town hall. You're a nasty person. Former President Donald Trump, yes, MAGA 45, steamrolls CNN's Caitlin Collins during Wednesday's town hall event in New Hampshire, dismissing her biased, outdated questions, effectively reducing her role as a moderator by speaking directly to the audience about the gotcha topics a visible, irritated Collins continually posed through the night. The highly anticipated town hall event, teased by Trump, boded well for former president, despite Collins' attempt to begin the event with a series of contentious topics and arguably outdated leftist narratives, from the 2020 election results to January 6th to accusations of E. Jean Carroll case. Notably, Trump received a standing ovation in his introduction.
Please welcome the frontrunner for the Republican nomination, former President Donald Trump.
You hear that? A standing ovation. A standing ovation for 45. Oh my. We can see where this is going. Collins kicked off the town hall by focusing on past election fraud claims. Trump made it clear, despite Collins' implications otherwise, that he cherishes the Constitution, emphasizes the importance of living up to it. I mean, we have elections. We have open borders. Look what's happening to our southern border, Trump said, pivoting to more pressing subjects such as illegal aliens, as Collins, at this point at the town hall, continued to press him on the 2020 election. They're being released from prisons. They're being released from mental institutions, trannies. And we have millions of people pouring into our country. And now they're getting rid of Title 42, which is, of course, an update. Dementia decided to hold on to it, which I put on. I said, he said in a visibly irritated Collins contended that there will be questions on that topic later. From there, Collins brought up another favorite leftist topic, January 6th. Do you have any regrets about your actions on January 6th? She asked. Trump walked through exactly how the day went, beginning with a peaceful rally. Quote, I said, walk peacefully and patriotically. You know, many different things. In fact, I brought a list of things. I don't want to bore the audience. We can go sentence after sentence after sentence of things. He said, noting that Democrats, including former House Speaker Nancy Bela Lugosi, whom Trump referred as Crazy Nancy, refused his offer of additional security. Quote, I offered the National Guard. I said, we'll give you soldiers. We'll give you the National Guard. We'll give you whatever you need. They turned me down. Yeah, in fact, she turned me down in writing. They turned me down, he said, as Collins continued to argue with him. That prompted Trump to show receipts. Yes, he pulled out receipts, literally pulling out a paper, reading exactly what he wrote in that day and at one time, a move the audience visibly enjoyed and cheered for.
Back to what happened on that day. You said you weren't.
Say that.
He has testified that, Mr. President.
He did not say that.
But you said you weren't very involved that day. You did tell your supporters to come to Washington. You tweeted about it, about that speech that happened on the rally.
Am I allowed to say that?
When they went to the Capitol and they were breaking into the
It's like
Capitol,
he's on trial.
Police officers,
It's like they put him on trial.
Why did it take 3 hours to tell them to go home?
I don't believe it did. Oh, let me pull it out. I have to pull it out.
Let me get out the receipts. Yes. Let me, hold on. Oh, here it is.
So if you look at, on January 5th, the day before, I said, please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful. Stay peaceful. This was the day before.
Uh-oh.
And this was in the form of Twitter. Now use Truth Social. I think it's far superior, okay? I hope everybody's on Truth.
He's got to push his,
January
he's got to push his
6th,
wares.
before 2:30. I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. This is right after, as it was happening. But what happened is they took it down. I don't know why. I think they took it down because it was so good. They didn't like it being up there. I am asking, and we didn't know until I got it back, because now I have 90 million people waiting for me to go back, but I'm on.
It's true. The feed was cut.
Listen, I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. No violation. We want no violation. We want no violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect the law and our great men and women in blue. Thank you. That was at 2:30. That was very early.
Mr. President, I looked at the same timeline that you did.
No,
Once it was
but you
clear,
didn't report that. You know why? Because it was
we
taken
did report
down.
it. I was reporting that
It was
day.
taken down and it wasn't.
But when it was clear.
Really? Are there receipts? Seriously, are there receipts of Collins actually reporting that day? Yeah, I like to see those. On January 5th, the day before, I said, please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful. Stay peaceful. This was the day before, and this was in the form of Twitter. Trump dominating the conversation with his papers as Collins looked on and speaking directly to the audience. Trump also turned the narrative around, calling out for an officer who shot Ashley Babbitt that day. Yes, that would be one Michael Byrd. A person named Ashley Babbitt was killed. She shouldn't have been killed. And that thug who killed her, there was no reason to shoot her. She was a good person. She was a patriot. Facts.
In 3 hours, over 140 officers were injured that day.
And a person named Ashley Babbitt was killed.
Yes.
You know what? She was killed, and she shouldn't have been killed. And that thug that killed her, there was no reason to shoot her.
Absolute.
At blank range, cold blank range, they shot her. And she was a good person. She was a patriot. There was no reason. There was no reason. And
boom. Boom. When asked if Trump would pardon January 6 rioters, including members of the Proud Boys, Trump inserted yet another jab, contending it's hard to get a fair trial in D.C., much like New York City, as he recently experienced.
My question to you is, will you pardon the January 6 rioters who were convicted of federal offenses?
I am inclined to pardon many of them. I can't say for every single one, because a couple of them probably they got out of control. But, you know, when you look at Antifa, what they've done to Portland, and if you look at Antifa, look at what they've done to Minneapolis and so many other places.
Receipts.
Look at what they did to Seattle and BLM. Many people were killed.
Yes, Black Lives Matter.
I'm not
Absolute.
trying to justify
Peaceful
anything.
protests of 2020, anyone?
But you have two standards of justice in this country, and what they've done, and I love that question, because what they've done to so many people is nothing. And then what they've done to these people, they've persecuted these people. And yeah, my answer is, I am most likely, if I get in, I will most likely, I would say it will be a large portion of them. You know, they did a very...
Yes.
Very early on.
Yes.
And they're living in hell right now.
So when it comes
they're
to
living
pardons,
in hell. And they're policemen, and they're firemen, and they're soldiers, and they're carpenters and electricians, and they're great people. Many of them are just great people.
Wow. From there, Collins jumped on E. Jean Carroll, verdict, and Manhattan's jury conclusions. Trump again denied the accusations of sexual abuse. This woman, I don't know her. I never met her. She's a hag. No, that's me. I have no idea who she is. I had a picture taken 10 years ago with her and her husband, who was a newscaster. Very nice man. He said, adding in extra tidbits, including the fact that Carol's cat is named Virginia. In his answer, Trump then spoofed the accusations, cracking up many members of the audience, likely to Collins' dismay. And this is when I met her. I was immediately attracted to her, and she was immediately attracted to me. So at least he admits that much. And we had this crowded department store. We had a great chemistry. Trump continued his story, demonstrating that the absurdity of the claims through his entertaining spoof.
Speaking of New York, I want to ask
you about a significant verdict that was reached yesterday. I know this is something you want to weigh in
This
on
video
as
might go
well.
on a little bit
Manhattan
longer than I
jury
expected
found that
because
you
I didn't expect it to
sexually
be this
abused the
good.
writer E. Jean Carroll and defamed her. You've denied this, but what do you say to voters who say it disqualifies you from being president?
Well, there aren't too many of them because my poll numbers just came out. They went up. Okay.
Boom. Collins continued his streak of asking arguably outdated and leading questions, asking Trump if he regretted the remarks he made. Oh my gosh, the Access Hollywood tape. Good grief. Very simply, Trump said that the reality, the famous individuals he has advantages, the famous individuals have advantages, still rings true. Quote, but if you're a famous person, if you're a star, and I'm not referring to myself, I'm saying that people who are famous around the world are powerful, he said as Collins attempted to interrupt to no avail. They tend to do pretty well in a lot of different things. It's been true for 1 million years, approximately 1 million years, perhaps a little bit less. True, Trump's dominance throughout the night was perhaps fully encapsulated at the end of the event after Collins attempted to lecture Trump about the Presidential Records Act. I have every right to under the Presidential Records Act, he said, the documents possessed, pointing out that several other past leaders have taken documents, including the fact that dementia has boxes of them. The vice president cannot declassify. He didn't have the right to declassify. He has documents from when he was a senator, Trump said. My thoughts. Wow. 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 I did watch it last night. And I'll tell you right now, you want to talk about entertainment, almost chef's kiss entertainment from Trump. I mean, Trump was on. I mean, it was like watching Chappelle. He just destroyed Collins every time Collins tried to throw a question or try to redirect it back to her. Smart thing is that he kept on aiming his answers towards the audience. Any questions? At the audience. Any remarks? At the audience. When he pulled out the receipts of his speech of January 5th and 6th, that was lovely. And of course, Collins was fuming inside. I'm sure she was. She was pearl clutching, rectum clinching. But at the end of the day, Trump looks like a champ. CNN looks the chump. I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.